So with Kazuya now a member of Fighters Pass Volume 2, only one character remains for the lifespan of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And with only one spot left, I have just one question. Who would be worthy of that place in history? Who would actually live up to the hype of the final Smash character ever? And who would be able to somehow make the majority of fans satisfied with the conclusion? So I asked Twitter for an answer, and I'm going to talk about some of the most popular responses. I guess we can start with my pick, Master Chief. I really think that if they revealed him as the last character, it would be a home run. He's iconic, but not just for his game. He really is like an unofficial mascot for Xbox, and has been since the original console. His inclusion would not only be adding Halo to the unbelievable list of representation in Smash, but it would also be introducing the shooter genre to the series as well, which further adds to the prestige of Ultimate's gaming crossovers. I really can't see anyone getting mad at Master Chief, even if it's not who they want, or even if they've never played Halo. If you're a gamer, chances are you know this guy, his franchise, or at the very least have seen him before. In terms of his console, he's like the Mario of Microsoft in popularity. And Microsoft is one of the big three, so for me, this would be a perfect final choice for the Fighters Pass. Unironically, Eggman. I haven't heard anyone who is seemingly against his inclusion, and I think he appeals to older and younger audiences. For me, there's two great things about Eggman. One, he would be a much needed second Sonic rep. It's honestly shocking to me that they haven't dipped back into the Sonic character pool for another fighter. Hell, they could have even done the cop-out Shadow Echo fighter, and I think Sonic fans would have been satisfied just to see someone other than the Blue Hedgehog, who already has a horrendous rep in this game due to his playstyle. And two, he's a villain, which is always hype for Smash fans to see in character reveals, and have been associated with some of the most well-received characters so far. I think he has a ton of potential for a moveset, his look and persona fit the game perfectly, and he would be a completely different gameplay experience from Sonic, adding some much-needed variety for the franchise in Smash. Also, he would add more Sonic music to the game, and that alone is reason to include him. A 1-up mushroom. Now, a 1-up mushroom, in my humble opinion, would be fucking badass. Imagine trying to hit this thing, but every time you touch it, you just consume it. It would be impossible to hit. It's like the ultimate counter move. Also, it would just be able to give itself 1-ups all game, which means additional stocks. Now, you may be wondering if your opponent gets a free life for touching it, and the answer is no. The only thing relating to your life if you touch it is having that life taken away. King of Skill says an Among Us crewmate, and I'm not even joking. I mean, he kinda has a point here. This is a community that unironically thinks Sans was one of the best inclusions, even as a Mii costume. And I agree. I've never taken Smash reveals seriously. There's no guidelines or sacred code to follow. It all comes down to what would work best for the game. And if that character happens to also be a crowd pleaser, all the more power to them. We all know the impact of Among Us, not just as a game, but as a meme, and everyone associates Among Us to at least one thing outside of the game itself. It's becoming a cultural icon, and was one of the games recently that extended beyond the gaming community, sparking celebrities and all sorts of people to play it. Not to mention that I've actually seen a pretty amazing video describing a moveset for a crewmate, so I think that would not only be fucking hilarious, but really cool and creative as well, and I wouldn't be shocked if it made it in the game, even as just a Mii costume. It's become that impactful of a game in its lifespan. I think Crash actually. He has a lot more crossover with Nintendo's fanbase than Master Chief does, and, factoring in Japan, Crash would be a lot better received. Listen, I have been on the Crash for Smash train for a long time, and even though I disagree that he would be better received than Master Chief, I do agree that he is a perfect fit for a playable character. There's so much personality, and zaniness, and source material to really make a standout, one-of-a-kind character to end the DLC. I've been an advocate for him for quite some time, and even went as far as to lock him in as one of my predictions. Now, personally, I think he may have missed his chance. He doesn't seem like a character they would save for last. I don't know if he has that wow factor, but he certainly has all the makings of an awesome fighter, and he would be adding a new franchise to close things out, which is really what I expect they'll want to go for with their last slot. Literally no one. When you add motherfuckers like Sephiroth to the game, and people still find a way to complain and bitch and moan, then there's not much that would make the majority of the community happy. This is honestly worth pointing out. The Smash community is notorious for getting very, very angry at Sakurai for his character choices, regardless of how many times they get spoon-fed new content when there's a myriad of franchises sitting in the graveyard that haven't seen the light of day in decades. I really hope that whoever is last can somehow cater to the demands of these people. I mean, there's gotta be someone who is capable of doing that. But who?
He's not from a video game. He's not from a video game. Sakurai said no anime characters, only from video games.
Yeah, we're all aware of what Sakurai said, but this is about the question I posed at the start of the video. Would Goku not blow minds? Would he not be so ridiculously left field and improbable that it would make him the most exciting reveal of all? The poster boy of anime isn't iconic enough for this spot? Goku is in fighting games, so he clearly translates into it fine, and has an infinite amount of source material to work with. They could label him as a rep from any Dragon Ball fighting game, and it would make perfectly fine sense. I'm not saying it's probable, but I'm also not saying it's impossible, and it would 100% be the most insane reveal in Smash history, maybe even in all of video games. But one thing I'm also 100% positive about is how much I love Surfshark. Surfshark is a fast and user-friendly VPN that connects you to the best server possible while keeping your data secure. Whether on your home PC or public Wi-Fi, you can run Surfshark on an unlimited amount of devices with just one subscription. It has apps for all platforms as well, including Xbox and PlayStation. Having all of your data secured with uncrackable encryption is one thing, but I love to use Surfshark to surf the Netflix selections of other countries. By simply connecting to somewhere abroad, you can have instant access to that country's exclusive Netflix library. So, if you want to get started with Surfshark today, I have an awesome offer for you. Simply click the link in my description and use the code IntroSpecktive for 83% off and 3 extra months of Surfshark VPN for free. That's a deal you can't pass up, so once again, click that link in the description, and thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. I'm still hoping for Sora to come home, even though I'm pretty sure it'll never happen. Sora would be cool in my opinion, and Kingdom Hearts 2 is still to this day in my top 10 favorite games of all time. But with Sora comes a sword. Well, Keyblade, but it's a fucking sword in Smash, and will this translate well with the community? Probably not. For Sora fans, this is like Steve levels of dedication and hope. If he were to be revealed, there is certainly a part of the community that will be more overjoyed with this than any other outcome. But for the general community, I'm not sure Sora would be a character that has overwhelming positive reception. It would certainly break the internet for better or for worse, so I'd be down to see that. I think most would be okay with Rayman or Doomguy 2, and a Zelda character seems universally agreed upon being a good choice. For me, as much as I would love to see either Rayman or Doomguy in Smash, I think they fall under the same category as Crash, where I feel like they may have missed their chance. I could see Doomguy being a final reveal maybe, but not so much Rayman, even though both would be really sick fighters from new franchises, and Doom also adds the shooter genre. As far as the Zelda character goes, I think this could actually work as a final character because Zelda is always welcomed by fans, and the hype of Breath of the Wild 2 is still fresh in everyone's mind. I think one of the champions would be really sick, and I personally think Mipha would be a nice choice for this possibility. Any shooter character. Any shooter character? I personally think that Jonesy would be the most hilarious choice possible as the final character, and I would laugh. Laugh as the internet went up in flames, and I would continue to laugh until I'm standing on top of the pile of ashes and salt. Jonesy for Smash. Let's shake shit up, Sakurai. Just do it. Now, I got almost 1,000 replies, so I can't possibly go over every character, but it just goes to show how many possibilities there truly are. Whoever it ends up being, I'm sure they'll play great, have relevance, and I'm guessing will be third party. But with the Smash devs, you just never know who will end up being.
It's me.
I'm sorry, what?
I am the final Smash Brothers character.
Holy shit, that is hype.